Hey, welcome everyone. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com, and this is going to be your stock watch list for Tuesday, the 21st of August. Summer trading continues, but there were some nice moves in stocks. We caught a couple of them. SPY today, volume was 39, a little over 39 million, 39.7 million. We'll call it 40 million. We'll round up. So we are just in a stone's throw away from that 286.63 level, the highs back in January 26, 2018 to be exact. That's the all-time highs for the SPY. So we closed just a little bit under that. And so we'll see what tomorrow's going to bring. I think a little more volume will come into the markets for Tuesday. So today, let's go ahead and check out the sectors that were moving. The retailers were moving up again, 1.43% up for the XRT. Oil's rebounding a little bit. The service sector, the OIH, moving up 1.29%. The transport's also moving up today. The airlines had a nice day today, up 1.26%. Oil, gas, and exploration popped a percent. It's back over $40 on the XOP. Some that just were under 1%, XLY, XLB. We also had the XME bounce a little bit, up a little over 0.5%. TLT was up today, so when the TLT moves up, rates move down. So when the TLT moves up, interest rates move down. Oil, like I said, oil bounced a little bit, up about 0.5%. Light sweet crude oil back over that $65 a barrel level. Up about a fraction today, up over 0.32%, up about 21 cents per barrel today. The banks were up fractionally today. Now to the downside, we had the VIX, so we're losing, we're getting back to complacency again on the VIX. So we have a 12 handle on the VIX. We had Turkey down today, TUR, XBI down almost 1% for today. The IBB didn't participate today, down fractionally. SMH down fractionally today. The Qs were down today. Qs were down today. The NASDAQ composite was up fractionally. The Dow Jones itself, the Dow Jones 30, that was up 89 points today for the Dow. The S&P was up 7, and the NASDAQ was up 5 for the day. All right, so we'll go ahead and look at a couple of markets. We'll look at the SPY that we just looked at. That 280 level has been holding. We're holding above the 50 SMA and obviously trending up on the SPY. One of these days we'll start getting back to a normal volume as the summer is coming to an end, and I'm sure more traders will be back at their desk. IWM holding up okay, still has that 170 number up ahead on the IWM. Some stocks that we traded in the service today, we had CMCM, and I'll go to a 2-minute chart. You're looking at a 2-minute chart pre-post market. We got up over this 1055. Now, the first time I traded this today, took about a 15-cent hit on it and didn't play it too big. It was my first trade of the day, so took a little bit of a hit on it. Then I watched it again because I felt it had reported earnings today. It had some volume coming into it, got back over that 1055 spot on it, and it moved all the way up to 1082. Pulled back a little bit, watched it again, and the stock moved all the way up to 1125 on CMCM. So 2 winning trades, 1 losing trades. Losing trades are going to happen in day trading. You got to let them roll off your back and keep your composure, and played it again, got the revenge trade there, and then played it again, and then got the nice move up. Another trade that we did today was TLRY. This is a pot stock, and this one made my day. TLRY, we caught this one at 32.25, over 32.25, over that inflection. You see it was holding above VWAP here. Once again, off a 2-minute chart, stock pops up, moves all the way up to 33, actually almost $34 on TLRY, bases a little bit, gets back over 34, and just keeps running for the rest of the day, all the way up to 37.50. Now, the way we did this, we call this over the microphone, and we also typed the alerts in the room. And I said to everybody, you can use basically, once you get this cushion in it here, you can use break even stop on the trade for some of the shares. Now, we teach to pay yourself as the stock is moving up, and then move to break even stop on whatever position size you want to hold, which some in the room in the service did. And they got a beautiful, tremendously nice gain here up to 37.50 on TLRY. So that break even stop never came into play, and the stock moved up real well today. That was another one of our calls today at Zozo Stockwatch. Some news that came out after the bell, courtesy of the trade exchange built for traders by traders. Hertz HTZ had some news after the bell, announces a change in the CFO, their chief financial officer. Stock moving down a little bit. This is a 5-minute chart, pre-post market chart, extended hours chart that you're looking at. And Hertz moving down a little bit. We also have FDA approved one of their products there for labeling. So Merck ticking up in the after hours tonight on MRK. We did have a few earnings come out. FN stock is moving up in the after hours. Fabrinet beat earnings per share by 6 cents. Revenue was a beat on FN. And then we had Saito had earnings per share miss, SITO. That stock, telecom services, not one that gets a lot of volume, but anyway, it's kind of ticking down here in the after hours, SITO. Tops, a shipper, TOPS, had some news. They were moving it up a little bit. They popped it all the way up to about $1.02 on TOPS. The news was announces successful completion of sea trials and delivery date of MT Echo Palm Desert. All right, so some news there by TOPS. Cree doing a 500 million convertible. Cree, that stock moving down a little bit in the after hours. And that's pretty much your news after the bell tonight. Not a lot of earnings that came out tonight after the bell. So let's go ahead and get into the stocks to watch list. We'll start with AMD. AMD looking to maybe break out here. We had a recent high back here of $20.28. Watch that break of, say, 2010 on this name. So I'll be watching AMD tomorrow, be on my watch. Boeing, if you, these are actionable triggers that I give you on these stocks. So Boeing triggered today from last night's video. Boeing did get over that 348.50. Stock popped all the way up to 352.61. So Boeing was a trigger and moving up. That was one for the video crowd on YouTube. Hope you got that one. CF holding up okay here. CF is a agricultural name. The stock had a high today of 49.34. So keep an eye on this one if it can get back over that 49.25 area. We'll be watching CMCM now that the earnings are out of the way. Software application, Cheetah Mobile. We had a good day. We got a nice trade in this one. Looking for maybe another continuation move in CMCM. Cron, CRON. Looks like it might just be getting started. Look at this expanding volume here on CRON. Over 13 million shares traded in the name. We'll be watching this one. Had a high of 767. So we'll let this one set up intraday. Let's see if it's doing anything in after hours. Trading about 745 in the after hours. CTRL holding up nicely here. The breakout comes at around 33.50 or so for CTRL, so may need a little more time to consolidate. Etsy has been holding up okay. The high today on Etsy, 47.64, maybe over 47.50, so you might need a little more time on Etsy. EXPR, another retail stock, trying to get up over that $11 area. The high today was 10.61, so maybe 10.65 is enough for this one. 1.8 million shares, possible swing trader in that one. FN, like I said, they had earnings after the bell tonight. They popped the stock up. I've never traded this one before. Consumer electronics volume today was over 600,000 shares. So I'll have it on watch because it had earnings. Galt was getting options activity today. So Galt coming up off of my 300 orange line, 300 SMA. It's been holding that, getting back over this $4 area. Volume 747,000 shares in GALT. Here's the action off of the 5-minute chart, and it closed strong. Got up to $4.50 actually in the after hours. So GALT will be on watch. Home Depot holding up well. We have a high today of 198.44, so maybe 199 is enough to get Home Depot moving back up. The only problem with this is that LOW has earnings on the 22nd, so that's in a couple of days. So just keep that in mind. That low will be reporting, and that could affect Home Depot. Another one watching is HFC. This is a refiner. When oil moves down, usually refiners move up. HFC has that $71 level up ahead. VLO is another refiner that's basing under this $115 level. Has some work to do yet. Like the chart of HFC a little bit better. Let's see if it did anything in the after hours. Actually, in the after hours, this was mentioned on CNBC by Guy Adami, one of his favorite stocks. So he's kind of moving it in the after hours here. So I'll have it on watch tomorrow. HUYA, if the China names start to get moving again. Now this one has earnings out of the way. Be watching for this break of 27.10, 27.15 for HUYA. Probably just an intraday trade on that one. IQ, we traded this one on Friday for a nice move. Didn't catch it today. We'll be watching IQ, another China name. Baba also it will be on watch. Baba has earnings on the 23rd. That's Thursday. So Baba will also be on watch. IQ, Baba, HUYA, NEPT. 1.4 million shares in this name, has 325 up ahead. We got as high as $3.32 today, so maybe over 330, 325. NEPT, we'll see if this one makes a move intraday for a setup on that, so I'll be watching that. PVTL has that $26 area on it, and then we could possibly, if this one gets going, we have resistance up here around 27.50, but by that time we've made some money in it. So 1.4 million shares, PVTL starting to turn back up, get over the 50 SMA. If you take your line, you can kind of see a little bit of a breakout of that resistance trend line there. And we can draw our other line if you want. It's coiling right here and trying to turn back up. So PVTL will be on watch. Roku will be on watch. Has that 60-65 area for the breakout, maybe over 60 bucks. Now we're $3 away on that, so it might take a little bit of time, but we'll be watching Roku. Run started to turn back up, 2.4 million shares in Run. This is a solar name, trying to get back over the 50 SMA. That'll be on watch. Sal looks interesting here, trying to get back over the 29.50, 29.40 area. SAIL. SMG, believe it or not, Scott's Miracle Grow is a pot stock, and it's also one of the components in the MJ. So I'll be watching SMG, Scott's Miracle Grow, trying to turn the corner here. Has $77 up ahead. We got as high as 77.93 on the name today, so maybe back over 77.25 or so on SMG. Sono, if you watched the video last night, you got this $19 break, got as high as $19.50 for Sono. SSKN, they had some news today. The stock moved up 979,000 shares. Intraday, though, it was really slow on it. Very light volume in it. Didn't really give us a nice setup. But I'll put it on watch again for tomorrow. Sorry for all these lines. So I'll put it on watch again for tomorrow on SSKN. We'll see, maybe it being Tuesday, if we can get a better move. Now we had a high back here of 238. So if we can clear this this 238 level, we could get a nice pop in SSKN. Another name I'll be watching is SXE, kind of an oversold pop here. Stock moved from 50 cents up to 77 cents. 5 million shares came into the name. So keep your eye on this SXE. Maybe it wants to turn here. TLRY, like I said, we got a beautiful trade in this one. We'll see if it sets up tomorrow, but we already had a really nice trade in TLRY in the service. TPR is moving up, holding up. Kate Spade and Coach Bags earnings are out of the way now. You had that gap up in the earnings. We're holding above it, holding on to the 5 EMA here, the yellow dotted line. You see the high today was 52.37. So keep an eye on this one for a possible swing trade setup. UNVR, nice move up, 2.4 million shares. Chemical play on UNVR. Never traded this before. We're still below this 200 SMA, the green line you see here. The high today was 28.28. Not a favorite, but notice the expanding volume of that 2.4 million. Wayfair holding up, turning the corner back up, holding above the 50 SMA. So we'll see if this one can get up over that 122 area on Wayfair. You could get a continuation move. Keeping an eye on Zion here. We've been coming up against that 54 level, maybe over 54.25. It's a bank. Not a favorite because if the TLT is going to continue to move up, that would mean interest rates are moving down. So that's usually not good for the bank. So we'll see. But the XLF did hold up okay today. Another one that looks pretty good is Citigroup, trying to get back over this 71 area, but also is below the 200 SMA. All right, this is Mike from zozostockwatch.com. That's your stocks to watch list for Tuesday, August 21st. Have a great day trading tomorrow, traders, and we'll be back out with a video for Tuesday for Wednesday. Have a good day trading tomorrow.